is the mud. So when we're willing to go there and we're willing to look at it, and the 3 steps to compassionate release, number 1 is identifying and stopping, really stopping when something's bothering you, instead of just playing it in your mind like that on a record player over and over and over again, where it's the same story, he said, she said, then I did, then da-da-da, and it's the same old kind of boring story or country song of, that happened. It's all this lamenting and, this negativity or criticism or blame. And so there's that, or noticing that that's happening. And meditation causes a disruption in the way that we think. So meditation is a disruptor, actually, because it gives us the power to pause. The power to go, wait a second, hold up, this isn't taking me anywhere good. Let me look at this a little bit deeper and bigger. So the heart space really allows us to go, to pull out, to pull it back. And that's compassionate awareness. So now you're going to see yourself churning through the story or something that you can't let go of, but you're going to see yourself with compassion as you go through this. And when you start to see yourself with compassion and lend yourself some loving energy, what did you notice? That this kind of slowed down. It didn't have the same grippy, churny, automatic feeling. It just had a little bit of less momentum, less of a grip, less of a hold there. And so that's what happens when we bring in that compassionate awareness and we think to ourselves, what am I not letting go of? What is it that is in my mind, is embedded in my mind, that's causing me so much suffering in this situation? And the mind pushes, it says it should have been this way, it should have been that way. If it didn't happen like this, then it's, I'm going to be upset. So the mind kind of externalizes and projects what shoulda, coulda, woulda happened. But when you start connecting to the reality and accepting the reality of what happened or the situation, then the energy shifts. There can be an energy shift. So there's a letting go of a belief, a thought, a feeling. Oftentimes it's a limiting belief. This person should have not, or that should have not. This person shouldn't be like this. So it's a rejection in our mind. And so that causes a suffering because our mind cannot reconcile that. So we're going to go beyond the mind and accept reality. What's the reality of what happened? And that can be a hard pill to swallow, right? Like truth. That's not easy to take that all in sometimes. Like our mind can sometimes only take microdoses of the truth. A lot of times we put some blinders on because it's just easier to put on our own blinders so we don't have to accept anything that's really happening in the world or in our reality. So that's the last step, is what I call active acceptance. So it's not just acceptance like, whatever happens, but it's really like a fierce, radical acceptance. It's going out there and saying, I accept that hard, stressful thing. I accept this. I choose this. I say yes to this. And that takes courage to do that. That's not just becoming a doormat or anything like that, or just going with whatever. It's a conscious choice to accept. And then noticing what happens when we accept. Again, there's another energy release. We can breathe a little easier. We don't have to hold on to our position in our mind, right? Because holding on to a position in your mind is exhausting for your mind and your body. It drains your energy on some level. It will drain your life force energy. And you want to be able to focus your life force energy on what you love and what you enjoy, right? We want to learn how to let go of what's not flowing and just really flow with what is going, right? So we want to learn how to not get ensnared, entangled, enmeshed with other things that have probably nothing to do with us, but it's just our lack of acceptance that keeps us stuck because we're in a place of resistance. And that place of resistance causes suffering.